Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. I'm Katya with Lunar Sun Creations, where I do all kinds of crafty tutorials on this channel. Today, I'm going to be taking you with me on a reorganization of my studio slash craft room. Sorry, I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open because the snow is getting in my eyes. It's pretty, but it's hard to see in. I hadn't originally planned to do this on video. I planned on just kind of plugging away and not videoing it. And that is why the beginning of this is very abrupt. But you'll catch on to what's going on really quick. I just wish I had some pictures of how it looked in the very beginning before I started, but you'll have to use your imagination for that. Okay, well, here we go. And can we just give some appreciation to how pretty it is out here? It's cold, but it's pretty. Okay, so I started emptying things out about an hour ago, and I'm just realizing now that I didn't film any of the before, but I'm going to show you the chaotic state that I've gotten it to already. And so my plan of action to begin with is to empty out. Oh, we've got some serious backlight. You can't even see it, but we're going to clean out that closet and then move most of that into the closet as well as that into the closet. So I'm going to try and get everything to a point where I can do that, and then we'll move forward. Okay, so I know it doesn't look like a ton of progress has been made. However, when you see my living room, you will see how much stuff I've taken out of here. Okay, let me just show you how much I've taken out. It took a while. Okay, so all of this has been removed right now from my studio, and it's a couple layers deep. And then that as well. So today the plan is to move some furniture around and try to find some semblance of order and to just make things so there aren't 10 million of these kinds of containers littering the floor, which is what was happening. I would have to move 10 containers to get to the one thing that I wanted. So I want everything accessible so I don't have a ton of containers on the floor. And okay, let's see how we go today. Okay, progress report. Some has happened. Tiny bit of progress. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you a little bit of what I've done. I have now moved my workstation to the center of the room. So it is now an island because I want there to be able to be room all the way around so that I can have friends over and we can all craft at the same table. I have pretty much almost emptied this wall now and moved that stuff to the closet. I just got this thing for free and it is awesome but equally annoying because it is this tall thing of drawers, but the drawers are on both sides. So it can't be in a corner or against a wall because I wanted it because it had access to both sides. That's why it's so long. So it's meant to be beside an island, which was another reason that I kind of wanted this to be an island. So I've got the white dresser that is under there now with just one IKEA unit. And then I've got this bookshelf now with all of my albums underneath the window. Because all of my albums were just shoved up in the closet and I couldn't even access them. So now I've got all my albums there. Still have to like deal with that corner and that whole wall and figure all that out, and then everything that's in the living room as well. But I feel like I'm making progress. So yeah, I'll just keep going. You know that stage where you feel like everything is like 10 times worse than it was in the beginning? That's where I'm at. It is absolute chaos. I didn't film very much yesterday. This is a new day. I didn't film very much yesterday because I was literally just moving the furniture around over and over again trying to make it work, and I just kept hitting the camera. So I just decided to get all the furniture into the places where I wanted it and then try to go through every drawer and get rid of things and find new places for everything else. Yeah, this is where I'm at. So the desk is covered with like, I don't know, maybe a third of my paper collection. It's insane. And I need to get rid of a lot of it. But like this is only like a third of it. I feel like this area is almost organized. I took this big gray thing out and then decided to bring it back because I had nowhere else to put all of my beads and gemstones and stuff. So I decided to bring it back in. I've got 4 of the IKEA units stacked on top of each other here. And I'm trying to figure out what is best to put in everything. One of my main goals was to clear out this wall because I wanted one wall that was almost empty so that I had room to do some wall Pilates and yoga and also just have a focal wall with art on it. But I have a feeling that there's going to be some stuff that's none of this is staying, but there's going to have to be some stuff in front of it because I just don't know what to do with everything. There's so much still in the living room. So I'm just gonna keep plugging away and hopefully something starts to take shape because I really want to get all the stuff out of the living room. So we'll see how we go. Okay, so I'm almost done. And I figure I'm going to show you now because it's not perfect and things are probably going to move around still a little bit, but it's way better than it was. And if I don't show you now, I'm just going to keep putzing for like another month and this video is never going to see the light of day. So I'm just going to show you what I got now and we're going to kind of roll with it and, you know, change things if they need to be changed. I still want to label everything because I have many drawers now and none of them are labeled, but I want to kind of work in here for a little while first and kind of see if things are in the places where I think they should be. Okay, so I'm going to take you through just a few bits and pieces of it and yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Okay, so on the back of the door I still have my jewelry that is my own personal kind of collection of jewelry that I've made that I wear all the time. And then on this rack I've got all of my paint supplies, and that's that pretty much stayed the same. I just kind of, you know, cleaned it up a little bit. Over here I still have my rack of all of my ink refills, and that is also awesome. So the biggest change, sorry the light in here is kind of weird, the biggest change was having this island, which so far has been awesome, and I just love the fact that I can kind of move all the way around my island so that I can have multiple people working here at a time is the goal. Over here, I did kind of show a little bit of where I've put my albums now, so they're not shoved in a closet. I've got a tiny bit of like, almost like an altar with some of my things that I've made, and just some things that make me happy and things that I think are pretty, and my tarot decks and crystals. In these blue bins, I have things that I don't use tons, but I've got flowers in this one, feathers in this one. This is like kind of birthday party kind of things for when I'm wrapping presents and such. Chipboard pieces in this one and this one. I can't remember what that one is. That one might be random. My pegboard didn't really change. I just wanted to keep it where it was. Down here I have all of my stamps in binders, and then all of my dies also in binders. Down in the baskets, this one is mostly wood kind of things that I plan on either painting or adding polymer clay to. Some of them have fancy lids and stuff. This is also more of the same, some small canvases and wood boxes, etc., as is this one. And then this one is a paper overflow. I did get rid of tons of paper, but that's the overflow of the paper. In my workstation, so in this IKEA unit, I've got my polymer clay full packs. I've got all of my polymer clay scraps sorted into colors there. Here is liquid clay and like the big packs of like the translucent back there. And then down here is all of my cutters. Over here I've got that one. I haven't figured out exactly, things might change a little bit. So I've got some clay bits here and here, but things are probably going to change. I think I might move stuff from here to be a little closer. On this side is my paper crafting supplies, so I've got kind of office supplies in there. And then this is all sentiments and stuff like that for cards. All of my card bases and everything in there. And then the bottom two are adhesives in this big unit here. So on this side I have kind of all the mixed media. So I've got inks in this one and that one. And then I have my distress inks on the side here. which is really handy. I like, those are probably the ones I use the most, so those I wanted to keep handy. In here, I've got all my palette knives, extra daubers for ink, all of my powders, like micas and stuff like that, distress glazes, and more like embossing powders and stuff in that one. This one is watercolor, liquid watercolors in here. And then the rest of my, oh, and this is actually all pastels. This is stencil butters. And this is some of my brushos and other kind of powdered watercolor. And then the rest of my watercolor. So I think I'm going to move some of those because I want all the watercolor stuff to be together. And then these are my opal polishes in here and other pastes. And then the bottom couple are all of my kind of mixed medias, gessos, crackle paste, texture pastes, all that kind of stuff on the bottom ones. The other side is stuff that I don't use as often. Random bits of like stickers and ephemera and things like that. Some random glitters and stuff like that. This is all of my plates for my die cutting machines. More plates for die cutting machines. So stuff that I don't use quite as often. I've still got my rolly cart here, which is handy. I haven't completely filled it yet because I haven't decided exactly what I need most there. Over here I have more paper. So all the paper is in there. And then on this wall I've got my rolly cart, which is mostly acrylic pouring stuff. But it can move out of the way. And then I've got this big bin. Right now it's I needed somewhere for Zuri and Tundra to be able to sleep when they're in here because they like to be in here with me. So I needed a bed for them. In this bin is more glass bottles and bowls and stuff like that that I can use to cover with clay. And it is on a wheelie thing as well, so I can move it easily away from the wall so I can use this wall. I did put a few things up on the wall. This is going to be a work in progress because I'm going to start adding more of my art. And I did just want to show you my latest creation. So that's all polymer clay. I want to start doing some polymer clay mandalas. So I think that's really pretty. I love it. All right. And yeah, so that's the gist of it. I'm quite happy with the way it's turned out. Definitely needs a bit more organization, but we're doing okay. I'm feeling good. It's feeling good in here. Yeah, so overall, I'm very happy with it. Thanks for joining me on this little bit of a chaotic journey. I'm hoping that this will enable my brain to be less confused and my creativity will flow a little bit better now because I was feeling a little bit stuck. A lot of it was just because I could never find anything, and I just created such a mess in everything that I was making because stuff had to be moved so many times, and then I would just end up with a floor covered in stuff, and then I would just get frustrated. So I'm hoping now that things are a little more organized, which will make my brain more organized, which will make the creativity flow, is the hope. Okay, all right, so thank you for joining me, and you will see many, many creations coming out of this revised studio space very, very soon. All right, I love you all. I hope you're doing well. Have an amazing day. Bye.